Good morning, students. This is part 7 of chapter Metals and Non-Metals. How do metals react with solutions of other metals? If you see this reaction, metal A plus salt solution of B gives salt solution of A plus metal B. If you remember, the same reaction you have done in case of displacement reaction. Yes, this is the same reaction of displacement. Means metal A is more reactive, and that is why it is displacing B from its salt solution and B is separated here. So here you can see these two test tubes. Here you will find that in which test tube the reaction takes place, in which test tube the reaction does not take place. This is the first test tube. If you can see this blue color of solution, as blue color of solution you see, you should always remember this, that this is the color of copper sulfate. So this is copper sulfate. So in copper sulfate solution, this iron nail is dipped and this test tube is kept in this test tube stand, and you have to leave it undisturbed for some time till the reaction takes place. How will you get that reaction has taken place? Because after the reaction you will find that some deposit is there on the iron nail, and this deposit is of copper. If you see this iron nail, this brown color deposit is of copper, and the color of this copper sulfate will be changed to light green of ferrous sulfate. So this reaction, you will find that reaction has taken place here. If you see this test tube, in this test tube iron sulfate solution is taken and in that copper wire is inserted, and you will leave it for some time. Even then afterward you will find that there is no reaction happen. Why? Because copper is less reactive than iron. Right? Now you can see the reaction. This is the iron. It reacts with copper sulfate and changes to iron sulfate and copper. That is the metallic copper. Right? As we have done the apparatus, in that way the reaction will take place. You can see this iron is there. This will join with SO4 because ions are there. So this will displace copper from copper sulfate. Now students, we will see some more reactions. As you can see here, there are two test tubes. One is X, one is Y. In X you can see copper sulfate solution is taken, and in this solution zinc strip is dipped. In test tube Y you can see solution is of silver nitrate and the strip is of copper, which is dipped in silver nitrate. The color, if you will see, color of copper sulfate solution blue in color, and this silver nitrate solution is colorless. After the reaction you will find the changes in both the test tubes. In first test tube, that is test tube X, you will see that this color of copper sulfate changes to colorless. Why is it happened? Because zinc displaces copper and forms zinc sulfate, and zinc sulfate, students, remember, it is colorless. So solution changes to colorless and reddish brown deposit of copper can be seen on this strip. In case of Y, after the reaction you will see that silver nitrate, which is colorless, it changes to blue because of the formation of copper nitrate. And on copper strip you will find silver deposits which are of silver. So you can see the reactions: zinc plus copper sulfate. Zinc displaces copper from copper sulfate and changes to colorless zinc sulfate. And in case of the Y test tube, you can see copper reacts with silver nitrate and changes to copper nitrate, which is blue in color, and silver is separated here. So by these two reactions, again you will see that zinc is more reactive than copper. That is why reaction could take place. And here copper is more reactive than silver nitrate. That is why the reaction happened here. Reaction of copper sulfate and magnesium. You can see here, this is the magnesium powder which is dropped in test tube of copper sulfate, where we have taken the blue color copper sulfate solution. And when the reaction takes place here, after that you will find that the solution changes to colorless and the pieces of copper can be seen here. Reddish brown pieces of copper will be visible here. So this is magnesium. It reacts with copper sulfate and changes to magnesium sulfate plus copper. So this is one more reaction. So in this way you have seen that when metal is more reactive, it displaces the other metal from its source. Now we will study about the reactivity series. What is reactivity series? It is a series of metals in which metals are arranged in the decreasing order of their reactivity. As we have seen in case of the reactions of metals with oxygen, with water, with acids, as well as with the salt solution of other metals. You have seen that they reacted differently. Every metal is differently able to react with the oxygen, with water, with acids, and with the salt solution of the other metals. So by this all reactions, a series is created, that is reactivity series. You can see potassium is most reactive and gold is least reactive, and you can see sodium is less reactive than potassium, then calcium is less reactive than sodium, and so on. You have to learn this reactivity series. It will be helpful for you for finding that how the metals are reacting with the metals of other metals, salt solution, as well as with acids, with water. As you have seen in case of water, some metals react with cold water, some metals react with hot water, and some react with steam. It all depends how much reactive the metal is. So learn this reactivity series. That's all for today. Thank you.